what it is. I'm kind of having just an off week. Like highs and lows. I mean, it started off Monday, highs and lows, right? But that low kind of, I don't know. My brain keeps going all over the place, right? I'm thinking about stuff at work. I'm thinking about stuff at home. I'm thinking about stuff here on YouTube. I just keep getting like pulled in so many different directions, and like my mind and my thoughts are on one thing, and then I have to snap over to this other thing, and I'm having a really hard time managing right now. And I think what makes it worse, honestly, and I hate to say this, but like a few nights ago, I said that that my evening kind of went to crap, and I didn't feel like being social, didn't feel like talking. That's easy in the real world. You can just not talk to anybody. But I feel somewhat of an obligation to turn the camera on and capture. So I'm capturing this moment right now, how I'm feeling. I'm getting ready to go into Costco and start my shop, and I'm going to listen to some music to try and boost my mood. That definitely helps. It happened yesterday for sure. I can't turn my brain off. Like I think at the end of the day, that's my problem, is I can't stop thinking about stuff, and I can't stop running scenarios in my head. Like, it's annoying. It's super annoying. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we're starting off today on a bad foot. Hopefully we can turn it around. Morning, buddy. How are you? Good. Good day, bro. Good. Never seen beef tongue before? Good morning. So far, so good. How about you? Next stop, Shamrock. I recently saw an Instagram post promoting this place. Like, it was just, an Arizona foodie, and they were saying how awesome the selection area is and the bulk items. And you don't need a membership. That was the big thing she was posting. It was like, hey, you don't have to have a membership. True, you don't have to have a membership, which is why it's overpriced. Costco and Restaurant Depot, which is literally across the freeway there, are way cheaper than this place here, but you do have to have a membership. Costco is Costco. Most people have one of those. Sam's Club's also very similar to that, right? Big box. You get discounted items because you're paying for membership. Restaurant Depot also has a membership. It's free, but you have to have a business. You have to have some kind of a restaurant. But you can get a day pass. So if you know you're having a big event and you need like a lot of bulk food items, you can get a day pass at Restaurant Depot, and and go shopping in there. It's fantastic, and it is way, way cheaper than Shamrock. One of the reasons why this Shamrock store is so expensive is because they offer great deals to those customers they deliver to. So if you're a restaurant and you get their service, their prices are way cheaper being delivered. They got my order. I put an order in yesterday. 10 chocolate and 8 vanilla. So we're gonna grab boxes first. We got some vanilla. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we're gonna have chocolate. Take everything they got. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, wait. Vanilla. Vanilla. It's all vanilla. Looks like there's a shortage on chocolate. Like that all week. One last thing we can do is check the stuff that came in today and see, since they ordered it, they may not have gotten to it yet. Ice cream. This is like regular ice cream. I don't want that. I want soft serve. They were hiding the 10-inch at the other side. And that's it for Shamrock. Whoa, check it out. Builder Max, 50 grams. And look at the price, $3.19. The small ones, the Core Power, were $3.75 at this corner mart, $4.75 at the supermarket. I don't feel so bad buying these from time to time. $2, $2.59. But look at these bad boys, 50 grams, baby. All right, next up is Restaurant Depot. Small list. Oh, you know what he forgot to tell me was the pizza sauce. Crap. I might have to go back to Shamrock because I'm pretty sure Depot was out yesterday. They usually carry it here, but it's like $20 more. Like I'm telling you, like I was just saying, this particular pizza sauce that one of our customers wants, they want that specific brand, which I have to admit, it's pretty awesome, the pizza sauce, because their pizzas are amazing. They've custom built this pizza with all these best ingredients. They buy all the stuff from us, right? Pizza dough from our bakery, pizza sauce, the specific brand, pizza cheese blend at Costco. Like, it's fantastic. Anyway, $20 more here at Shamrock than it is at Depot. $20 more. That's just one item. Like I said, across the board. They're the only reason you go to Shamrock is because they carry things that no one else carries. That is a real thing. Like this, I go there literally for soft serve and for pizza boxes. And again, she wants those specific pizza boxes because these other ones don't fold right, or they fall apart. Like, she wants those specific ones. So anyway, yeah, I might have to go back for that pizza sauce now. The good news is we are only, like, from here we're 2 miles away, but like we're only a mile from Costco and 2 miles from these stores, so it's really not a big deal when I make second trips. I only need one, but I always grab two. Saves me on the next time. Especially since I have such a light load. So they've been out of the original base for 2 weeks now. I took the last 2 cases of the smoky base, and doesn't look like they got any in. I don't see any other Cattlemen's. One thing has always been true with me for as long as I can remember. I am a social creature. I require social interaction. When I was a kid, growing up, it was friends. I think I've talked about this in a podcast episode. If not, I definitely need to. I moved around a lot when I was a kid, right? My parents, my dad owned his own business when he was really young, very similar to my situation. And unfortunately, had a bad business partner that screwed him over, and they went bankrupt. And back then, bankruptcy was, you go bankrupt, you don't have any credit for 8 years or whatever, right? So anyway, we couldn't buy a house, so we had a lease, and literally we're 1 year leases. We moved into a house, had to move out a year later. Get a new house, get a lease, move out a year later. And then we were able to move into a house that we stayed in for 3 years, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. We stayed in the same house. And at that point, it was close enough to the bankruptcy ending that they knew they were going to be able to buy a house. Interest rate wasn't going to be great, but they were at least able to purchase one. So we moved in with my aunt, and she let us live there rent-free to save up for down payment for the house. And then we bought my parents' house that we lived in from 7th grade all the way through my brother graduating high school. But my point is that I moved around a lot. So it was hard for me to keep friends because I was constantly moving, right? Now, granted, I only switched schools, I guess it still sounds bad. I switched schools 4 times. But, I stayed in one school, kindergarten through 3rd, then I stayed in one school for 4th, 5th, and 6th. I started 7th grade at one school with my aunt, and then we moved to our final home, and then those were my friends from 7th grade, second half of 7th grade, all the way through high school. But I think because it happened at such a young age, it definitely did something to my brain where it's like, I like change, right? I look for change. I get bored with things. And I don't want to say I get bored with people, but I think there's definitely something there to be said about being bored with what I'm doing. And since some people only like to do specific things, it makes sense that, well, if I'm going to do this thing over here, I'm going to go do it with this person. But if I'm going to do something over there, I'm going to do it with that person. Or I'm going to do this thing here, I'm going to do it by myself because I don't know anyone else that likes to do it. That sort of thing. The point that I'm getting to is that I am this social person that needs social interaction, right? Physical, face-to-face, IRL, and now obviously digital, right? I think that's the reason why I fell in love with online, blogging back in the day, and then eventually turned into video blogging, and then it eventually turned into just what is social media now in general, which is I share my life, my experiences, to garner feedback, to garner a conversation, to make a conversation, to inspire others, and so this morning, totally in a shitty mood, even with my brothers, just not really being very engaging, very social, very stoic. But when I get out in public, you're kind of forced to put a smile on and talk to people. I'm not an asshole. I don't be rude to anyone else. But just by doing that, it starts to crack, the shit, right? It starts to crack the mood that I'm in. And on top of that, me not knowing how this day is going to go, meaning not knowing how this vlog is going to go, I start to go, okay, let's do a day in the life. Let's shop with me kind of thing. So I bring my camera, my Pocket 3, which I normally don't bring my Pocket 3 when I'm shopping because A, it's an extra hand that I don't have, and B, I'm usually too much of a hurry to, set the camera up, move the camera out. But I haven't done it in a while. So that's kind of, all that kind of prompted me to say, hey, bring the Pocket 3 and let's vlog throughout my shop to make an interesting vlog today for you. And the focus will be about the shopping. So we're done with the morning shop. I may or may not go back for the afternoon shop. Just depends on what time we get the order. We don't always get the order in a timely fashion, but it's usually small enough and predictable enough that my brother will just go and just buy a little bit of everything that the customer buys in the last 3 weeks, right? And most of it's frozen, so we can keep it stored. Anyway, my point is, I'm a social person. I need to talk to people to get out of my funk, and sometimes that's talking to you. So thank you for getting me out of my funk. I'm smiling. Catastrophe music helps also. Catastrophe usually puts a smile on my face. And yeah, it's 8:45 and I'm in a great mood. Our Suzu's ready. They replaced a bearing on the pulley, replaced a radiator leak, and there was a third thing, I forget what it was. You know, one of those, you go in, you take it in for one thing and they find a bunch of others. The good news is this guy is totally cool with us buying our own parts and bringing in our own parts. So, he thought it might have been the turbo. We took the turbo to another shop. The guy said, definitely not your turbo, check this and this. The guy checked that and that and goes, yep, it was that. So, my dad knows all these little mechanics that just, you know, mom and pop shops. And the last few good ones left, you know? Time to get some gas. It's on E, $3.39 a gallon.
Well, maybe when I was trying to look like a rapper. Okay, it wasn't working. I threw the J's on, had my jeans, you know, trying to look like a rapper.
All right, on my side of town, I had to do one drop off because I had a customer who, this isn't normal, their normal delivery day, but they pick up stuff and they ordered burger patties, which weren't ready by the time he got there, so I had to drop off the burger patties. Now I'm here at Super Target to see if they've got Jocko protein powder or something comparable. Because I need protein powder. So this isn't too old, but this is called the Super Target. I guess all the new ones are just Targets that are all super. So they obviously have a ton of brands and flavors. I'm just so scared because there's been so many powders that I did not like. That's why when I found Jocko, I was like, yes. I see these ghost flavors, right? Chips Ahoy, Nutter Butter, Oreo, Cinnabon. I'm leaning towards trying one of these, but I'm like, ugh. Then there's the Premier Protein, which I love the ready-made ones. So I'm thinking maybe getting the salted caramel. F it, we're gonna try it. I was leaving the gym and I just saw my sister-in-law drive by. I waved at her, rolled the window down. I said, hey, coming from the new job? She just got a new job. She's like, yeah. I said, nice. I was like, oh, nice shirt. She's like, yeah, I'm rocking the Clintus shirt. I'm like, holy crap. First of all, forgot that she had one. 2, she still has it from years ago. And 3, she's wearing it. She's still wearing it. I was like, yeah, dude, she got a black one. I don't even have a black one. It looks good. Oh, I gotta reboot the merch, man. I gotta reboot the merch. My camera just made a noise I've never heard before because my battery is at 8%. I guess I've never lived this dangerously and had my battery so low. But it's okay, we're home now, so as soon as I'm done with this clip, I will... Oh, that's nice, look at that. Look at that. Okay, I gotta give, this right away, gotta give props. So this is my first time ever having a ghost protein, right? I just opened the lid. Look at the scooper. They put the scooper in that little line. Literally, the scooper has a groove to put inside here so it's not buried in the freaking powder. You know how annoying that is? G Fuel and all the energy drinks and all the powders I have, you gotta stick your freaking fingers in there and try and dig it out, and you pull your hand out and it's covered in powder. You're like, "Fah!" Props to Ghost, that's awesome. Okay, let me grab a shaker real quick. I'm gonna try this Ghost Cinnabon. I'm really excited because I love cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls are like that. Like most of the time, it's like a donut. But if I'm gonna get a donut and they've got a nice little cinnamon bun or sticky bun, like cinnamon roll style, I'll go for it. I'm really sad this restaurant in downtown Buckeye, Old Town Buckeye, just closed recently. They had the best, and I'm not even exaggerating, the best cinnamon roll I've ever had in my entire life. They're known for it. They're famous for it. Like it's famous. Like I've seen it on influencers. Like it's amazing. The restaurant just closed down. Very bummed about that. But the good news is one of our customers bought it and is renovating it now. So that will be hopefully one of our future. He's going to move his business. Like, he's got 2 different businesses. The one we currently serve is a catering one. He does kind of like Meals on Wheels at a church. He now has a restaurant. So I don't know if he's moving the church business there, if he's going to do them both or what, but that opens the door for us to get business in downtown Buckeye. There's a lot of good restaurants down there. So anyway, let's look at the instructions here because this is a different brand. 1 rounded scoop is a serving, and they recommend 5 to 6 ounces of water. Well, we're doing milk. I always prefer milk, and I think I just did 8 ounces. I'm a little heavy. Yeah. Oh, wait, ounces are over here. Oh, ooh. It's like 10? Should I double it? 1 rounded scoop. It's pretty rounded. That's a big freaking scoop. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty girthy scoop there. We'll just do a smidge more since I'm doing just a smidge more milk. Hopefully it's not too chunky. All right, I'm gonna shake this bad boy up. Now I normally prefer to use protein almond milk, but we don't have any, so I'm using regular 2% milk. This has 9 grams of protein. So that's 9 grams plus 25, so 34 grams, give or take. Probably a little more since I'm doing a little more than servings. So I know Ghost makes a lot of flavored energy drinks too. I've had 1 or 2 maybe in the past. Oh, it's red. I have a red battery. It says 5%. This is exciting. We're living on the edge here. I don't know how fast this battery's gonna go. Let's go. Taste test. Oh, that's good. You can actually taste like the icing, right? You get a little bit of that like sweet icing flavor with the cinnamon. Oh yeah. I kind of want it to be colder. I kind of want I might drop an ice cube in. That's good though. Ghost, Cinnabon, whey protein. I did the math on this. It's a little more expensive than Jocko, like per serving. There's 15 servings in here, and this was $29, I think. Jocko is $45 without the subscription for, was it 25 servings? 31 servings. 31. I don't know, I forget, I did the math on Target while I was shopping for this. This is a little more expensive. The Premier Protein was was almost the same price. It was a smaller jug than the Jocko, but that was the same price. So it's good to know that in a pinch, cost-wise, the Premier Protein is the same. This is a little more expensive, but this is pretty damn good. Trying something new. I was very surprised Tiffany bought this. Laughing Cow Creamy Aged White Cheddar. Look at it, they come in little wedges, individually wrapped. We got avocado, Roma tomatoes, sharp cheddar, just in case. Some big sourdough bread, those are huge. And roast beef, she like came out of nowhere with the roast beef. Watched another episode of Reacher, season 3. It's very good. I have to say that I think some of the acting's a little, some of the characters, some of the actors. I think season 1 is my favorite to this date. Season 2 was solid, though I do want to go back and watch season 2. I've only seen it the one time. I've seen season 1 twice. But yeah, I mean, it's great. I'm loving it. Don't get me wrong. So there's 3 or 4 episodes left. Anyway, caught up with Tiffany, caught up with Sierra. I haven't seen her all day. Yesterday, didn't see her at all. So, yeah, tomorrow's Friday. No plans, though we do have plans on Saturday. I forgot. We do have plans on Saturday. We're going to a friend's house for a pool party. So that is Saturday. Looking forward to that. No plans tomorrow, though Sierra wants to go see How to Train Your Dragon. That's our movie. That's my favorite animated movie. So now there's a live action, and I hear it's awesome. So she wants to see that with me. So we'll see How to Train Your Dragon at some point this weekend. And I might go see Ballerina tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for hearing me and being with me for the day. Like I said, it's like I literally I think of this camera, this vlog, as if we're hanging out. I know that you literally can't talk to me back, but it's just me talking to you, and it helps. It really helps. You got me out of my funk today, so thanks. Hope you had a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.